has it dawned on you that like we're going to be doing this every year now forever?
It's not forever.
Well, until we die. I know we're mortals, but until we die. So a good, I don't know, in my case 90 years. The Star Wars Rogue One trailer came out, and the hot thing on YouTube is trailer reactions. But we've already seen it a million times. So let's just sit here for 2 seconds and make shocked faces so people can imagine that is what it's like when they were with us when we watched it for the first time. Ready? Ready? And there goes the rest of my productivity for the day because I watched it 50 times.
Yeah.
So, okay, the Rogue One trailer came out today, or teaser trailer, although it felt like a trailer because there was a lot there to like process, like way more than episode 7.
The teaser trailer was the real teaser trailer that leaked.
Yes.
Like, that's the teaser trailer. This is like a trailer.
This is a trailer. But I figured rather than doing like an actual real live reaction like we did with the last trailer, we could just talk about like our thoughts on it. Yeah. So my first question for you is, what was your first like initial thought? Like your takeaway thought coming out of that trailer.
Spoopy. And the reason I thought that, and obviously it's really not that spoopy, but like comparatively to other Star Wars trailers.
Yeah.
And at least the way they're setting up this movie, I mean, we don't really know what the end result will be. Like a trailer can totally cut things up to kind of come off differently. But it came off sort of creepy and menacing.
Dark.
Really thematically dark, and in a good way. I don't say that in a bad way. I think it's great. But I came off the trailer, I'm sure we'll talk about more of the details of why, but especially because of the soundtrack of it, with like chills. It was like, whoa, like this is some serious stuff.
It felt like their main goal was to like leave you with this idea that like, even though we've seen so many movies where we beat the Empire, Empire, like this is a scenario where the Empire is like a force to be reckoned with. Yeah. Especially because, as far as we know, there aren't going to be like any Force users in the movie. I mean, the premise of the movie, very loosely, is that it's more of like an ensemble cast of like this squad trying to get these plans. I have a feeling it's going to be one of these movies that ends where like few or none of them make it out alive.
Yeah, very few.
Yeah, so, I mean, that already sets it up to be a lot darker. It's directed by Gareth Edwards, who did Godzilla and Monsters, so, like, already, like, you got a director who's used to doing some darker material, but still, like, in the Hollywood realm. Let's, like, watch it little bit by bit and sort of break it apart.
Yeah.
So, okay.
State your name for the record.
Jyn Erso.
Forgery of imperial documents, possession of stolen property, aggravated assault, resisting arrest.
On your own from the age of 15, reckless, aggressive, and undisciplined.
This is a rebellion, isn't it? I rebel.
Okay, so what I found really interesting is the way it sets up that beginning part is it makes it sound like she's the sort of like diamond in the rough like rebel, and they pulled her in to do this crazy mission.
She's Aladdin.
But if you listen, the voice saying all of these things like forging imperial is a British voice, and by the Star Wars rules, that means that's probably an imperial.
Right. Well, yeah. So the thinking is, forget who the actor is that's playing the villain. Can't think of him off the top of my head, but I'm fairly certain that's his voice. Like, that, and so, like, we were talking about this at work, but yeah, people are like, I think that's Dylan.
So does that mean, do we think she gets caught at some point in the movie, and that's what you know what I mean?
Sure.
Maybe. Also, amazing Mon Mothma.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Looks
I was
like her.
I was reading this article where they did like a side-by-side comparison of the old actress and the new actress. Blew my mind. Like everything down to the costuming. It's just like perfect.
Do you think if they're good at that, do you think they would try and do it for Princess Leia for the end of the movie when like the Death Star plans finally get over the rebellion?
Why not?
Some people have suggested like maybe she's in it, but you don't see her face. Like
Yeah.
it ends, last shot is like her, recording the message on R2 or something. And then we see some cool action.
Yeah,
But
some
let's keep watching.
stormtroopers
Let's keep
blown
watching.
up. Okay.
We have a mission for you. A major weapons test is imminent. We need to know what it is and how to destroy it.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The Death Star shot, even though I made that joke earlier, is amazing.
Yeah.
And I love the throwback to Alien, the Alien trailer.
This is where the spook
with the
comes
alarm.
in.
Yeah.
Like this is when I was going like, ooh, okay, we're getting
Yeah.
real scary
He's
here.
very menacing, and I hope it stays that way. Like, I kind of, this kind of goes beyond this film, but like, we can expect a pretty funny movie with the Han Solo film because you have Lord and Miller directing it, and Han Solo himself is sort of a smart aleck, but like, I would love that these different movies have their own different tones, and like this is the one that's like the dark suicide mission,
Yeah.
like Civil War one. I think that would be amazing, and
Yeah.
hopefully that's what we're getting. But oh my gosh, so many awesome shots. The villain looks so awesome. I
Very
don't know why.
interesting. Just very interesting, like costuming,
Two trilogies now where the villains are like one
robotic
Sith,
looking. Yeah,
or
yeah.
Sith, and just like more because they're Sith, more based on emotion, and like I'm getting the feeling that this guy's gonna be sort of, a little more cold.
An iron
in-
fist, if you will.
Yeah, right? Like, I don't know. But just him with the cloak and everything looks really awesome, and it looks like he's on the bridge of the Death Star.
Who do you think Forrest Whitaker is? Like
That's-
his story.
I mean, here's the thing. One, it looks like he's wearing power armor. Just want to throw that out there.
Sort of.
Two, I imagine from a like archetype perspective, he's gonna be the wise old man,
Yes.
right?
Yes, but I wonder what his
But
backstory
I don't know.
Who is he?
I don't know, and I want
Why
to
is he
know.
involved? Yeah.
And I like his performance because I'm pretty sure he's the one saying the lines after.
Yes.
He's the one who's like, who,
It's all him till the end, yeah.
Let's just watch the rest of the trailer.
Yeah.
And see.
What will you do when they catch you? What will you do if they break you? If you continue to fight? What will you become?
I don't even know where to begin.
I mean, okay, I would like to point everyone's going to probably be talking a lot about that AT-AT shot
Yeah,
because
Palm
it's
Springs
incredible.
AT-AT edition.
Oh my gosh.
Beachside Palm Springs.
I just want to see a movie that uses AT-ATs in a way that justifies their design. Because as much as I'm a fan of Star Wars, I'm always like, that makes no sense. What is their purpose?
Right.
But then before I could think about it, it just cut away to like this amazing Terrace Kasi martial art.
Samurai dude. Yeah.
Yeah, who's probably going to be awesome, which means he's probably going to die in the movie, but it's going to be in a really badass way.
I feel like it's almost a like Jedi precursor. Because
Well,
it's the idea that they kind of
Not
like
precursor.
not
Because,
precursor.
I mean, Jedi,
Obviously,
yeah,
they
is
exist. But I mean, I wonder if he
like a monk. He's just going to be like a really cool monk. Jedis without powers
yeah.
are these people,
Go
probably.
with that. First
Okay.
of all, let's go back to the awesome shot of the villain with the
Oh, walking
cape
in the
and
water?
yeah,
Oh,
like,
yes.
Like, I don't care. I'm wearing white and walking through water.
He has so many capes in his cape closet. Like he does not care one bit.
And then the next scene is this black cloaked figure, which could be him.
Yeah, who could? Well,
You know what I mean? Like
I
it
hope
could be
it's
us
not.
throwing it off, but people have been saying maybe it's Vader.
I don't think it's Vader. I think Vader doesn't have a hood for one,
True.
and two, I feel like this figure is like thinner and more nimble than Vader would be with his suit. But we do see Imperial guards in that shot.
Right.
And so I'm imagining we're gonna get some sort of like communication with with the Emperor. There are talks that Vader will probably be in it. I hope if Vader's in it, I hope he like does some serious butt kicking.
Yeah,
like
that's awesome.
we've only ever seen Vader like in
Big
A New Hope where he's
menacing
sort of like
dude,
old
yeah.
and slow,
Yeah.
and I don't want to see him like doing flips or anything.
Yeah.
But I want to see him like show like an amazing force of power.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to see him take on a whole bunch of rebels on his own and just like cut them down.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be cool. Also, it looks like these two Emperor guards are standing around Zordon's tube from
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, totally. Maybe that's what this
So
movie really is.
same universe confirmed. And then that amazing final shot. Oh, it just looks up. Now it's interesting because when you first G-chatted me
Mm-hmm.
after we both watched this, you thought they were trying to throw in this like false twist that like, ooh, try and plant the seed. Is she
Here's
a double
why
agent?
I said that is because he goes, "What will you become?"
Yeah, what will you become?
But at the same time, and I was like, "But that's obvious. She clearly is just undercover, and they're
Right,
trying to
right.
throw the wrench in it." But then, like, maybe they're not. Like, maybe everyone's like me, and they realize like we would see through that. So maybe those are just not related at all. You know, like that's not what he means.
Interesting because I remember when the Force Awakens trailers came out, there was a lot of discussion, like, is Finn really a stormtrooper?
Mm-hmm.
Did he defect from the Empire or the, whatever? Or, was he in disguise and maybe it was a plan that went south? And
Was he the Jedi or
yeah.
whatever.
And I actually was convinced that he was actually part of the Resistance and that he was undercover. So it was sort of a twist to me to learn that he actually was a stormtrooper. And so, like, now I'm wondering, like, I don't think she is going to be a double agent or turn to the Empire.
I see what you're saying,
But
maybe she is.
I think I would like it maybe if she does. Like, that'd be kind of a cool twist. If then, like, suddenly last minute she, like, or she was a double agent all along and she has
Trying to
to.
throw the wrench in them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and then let's just talk about that thing that you pointed out that I totally
Yep.
missed at first.
Yep.
The Imperial March over the Force theme, like at the same time, which
Oh
I
my
didn't.
gosh.
Again, I didn't. Like I probably like I was hearing it, but it didn't dawn on me because I was still focused on the piano.
And
it
it's
was
so
like
slow,
pulling it
too.
Yeah, and then you realize like, oh, wow.
That's so, and that makes me go back to thinking, well, what side is she on? I don't know.
Exactly.
And why are they playing the Force theme in a movie that doesn't have any Force characters as far as we know?
Yeah, but maybe that's more of a marketing choice of like everything.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. I'm really interested in seeing how it turns out because Gareth Edwards is an okay director. I don't think he's nowhere near the scope of a J.J. Abrams. So I think this is going to be a good test of like how much control like Disney, Lucasfilm, and Kathy Kennedy has on the franchise, and that's going to like really set our expectations for future films of like, do we have to worry about directors sort of taking it and ruining it,
Right.
so to speak, or do they just need competent storytellers that are going to be part of a bigger team?
Yeah.
I guess I don't
I'm
know.
just
We're not gonna-
excited to see if this really does turn out like a darker, more serious movie because I'm all
I've
for
heard
that.
that.
I'm
I've
all
heard
for
that they're going for like a gritty war tone,
I
and
love
it's
that.
going to be unlike any other Star Wars. And that almost makes me more excited for this than, Episode 8.
because it'll really
It's
feel
different.
New.
Yeah,
It'll
and
really
it's gonna-
feel fresh. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited for it. I would love to hear what everybody else thinks about the movie and the trailer and what you're hoping for. Christine, thanks for joining me. I'm sure we'll do this again with the next trailer and then the next movie's trailer and then so on and so forth. Time eternal
For
until
90
we're
years.
old people in retirement homes. If they want to see some of your Disney related stuff, because this is a Disney movie, where can they find it?
At Ivy Winter.
Yep, and you can tell us all of your thoughts on the trailer to us, right into our eyes through Twitter. I'm at Rob Plays. Christine,
I'm at Ivy Winter YT.
there you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I hope to see you next time for the next trailer freak out video. That's what I'm going to call them.
Woo!
Woo! Bye. Bye,
So
everybody.
shock face.